Hi guys, Luke here of SimBoxx in association with Clint Patrick's and Adrenaline Performance, and this is my breakdown and prediction for this weekend's heavyweight clash between Derek Chisora and Joesph Parker. It's the headline fight on the Matchroom and Sky Sports box office bill. Derek Chisora, 37 years of age now, he's got a record of 32-10. He feels like he's been around forever, and who would have thought it in 2021 that he'd be headlining a pay-per-view slot? But here we are, and he's taking on former WBO World Heavyweight Champion Joesph Parker. He's got a record of 28-2. He's very well known over in the UK. He's got victories over the likes of Hughie Fury, Carlos Takam, and the two losses on his record came against the very best English heavyweights in Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua, back-to-back points defeats to those guys back in 2018. Joesph Parker, of course, with the victory over Andy Ruiz as well. So he's got a lot of form previously, but in the lead up to this fight, you know, the win over Junior Farr was a bit of a damp squib. You know, we thought that fight was going to promise a lot, given that they've got the amateur background. There's a bit of bad blood there, a bit of needle. They split the amateur fights. There was 4 fights. They split them 2 apiece, and this was a bit of a rubber fight as their first clash in the professional ranks, and it just didn't really ignite into the fire fest that we hoped. And watching the fight, it felt like Joesph Parker was the instigator in a lot of the holding and the grappling and the ugliness that we've seen out in New Zealand, and that was quite disappointing. As we know with Derek Chisora, he's reignited his career since linking up with David Haye, a move that really took the boxing world by surprise. But the knockout of Carlos Takam really set in motion this Indian summer to his career. He's got the losses on his record. Recently, he was knocked out by Dillian Whyte in a fight that he was ahead on the cards in. He was beat last time out by Alexander Usyk, quite conclusively on points, but he gave Usyk a bit of trouble in those opening rounds. Good knockout victories over the likes of David Price and Artur Spiltzker as well. So there's some form there for Derek Chisora, and I think coming into this fight, although he's got the losses on his record there recently, I think he's on the better run of form. With Joesph Parker, he's the younger man, he's 29, and he's got to make that freshness show in this fight. I think a lot of this fight will come down to desire, who wants this fight more, because it's all well and good in the build-up, both men saying that they're going to go in there, they're going to go to war, they're going to trade big shots, but when they're under those lights and the pressure's on and the camera's rolling, they must deliver. My prediction with this fight, I'm worried that this could become a bit of an ugly, messy fight. You know, each guy is known for having on nights and off nights. Let's hope that this is an on night and both guys are on their game, they bring their A game, that they're willing to stand and trade big shots. Now, Joesph Parker, without those 2 knockdowns to Dillian Whyte, has shown a granite chin. He went 12 rounds with Anthony Joshua without really being troubled. So we know he can take a punch. As Derek Chisora at 37 years of age, got that kind of power to put a dent in Joesph Parker, to earn his respect and to make Joesph Parker take a backward step. Joesph Parker, likewise, he's not really shown too much by way of knockouts recently against top level opponents, going the distance with Junior Farr, as I say, in his most recent fight. And we've questioned Joesph Parker's desire in the past, his heart when it gets going tough. And if you've not really got the heart and the desire for an ugly fight and to go to war with somebody, then Derek Chisora is the last person you want to be in the ring with. So a lot of this will come down to the power of Derek Chisora, what's left in the tank, and the heart of Joesph Parker for me. But I'm going to err on the side of youth, and I'm going to go with Joesph Parker. I think he can be active enough if he gets the respect of Derek Chisora early by landing his jab and then following it up with the right hand, staying nimble on his feet, because he's got good footwork and he's very fast. So if he gets in and out of range, he doesn't allow himself to get bullied on the inside by Derek Chisora, because Derek Chisora will look to rough him up, will look to maul him and brawl him. We know that's what Derek Chisora is going to bring, especially at 37 years of age. He's not going to box his way to a 12-round decision. He's going to look to bully Joesph Parker throughout this fight. So I'm going to side with Joesph Parker, and this is literally a 51-49 split when it's come to my prediction. But I've got to pick somebody, and I'm picking Joesph Parker to win this by way of majority decision. I think it's going to be that kind of tight fight. But guys, as always, let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree. Hit that subscribe button for more predictions on the way, more interviews on the way. Make sure you're checking us out across social media, at SimBoxx on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you on the next one.